So I figured I would take you along with me today to go and pick up my little my little girl, and let's just talk about all things menopause. I am 53 years old. I made 53 in August, and I think it's a very special time in my life. I do think it's a very special time, but there are some serious challenges that come along with um, changing, my body changing, my hormones changing, menopause, and that has been a challenge for me. So, just a little bit of backstory. Like I said, I'm 53 years old, and I have 5 children. So, I was blessed to have 5 beautiful children. My oldest daughter turned 30 years old this year, and then I have one that is 28, and then I have one that is 25, and one that she'll be 26 in April, and then I have one son. All of those are girls, and then I have a son who is 22, and then one last daughter who just turned 12. It's a long story. We'll have to talk about that in another episode. Let's see. The window doesn't like to go up. It's trying again. Okay. So yeah, and so I wanted to just have a chance to talk with you a bit about my story. So I am a very happily married woman to a pastor, and we pastor a church together. I am co-pastor. We pastor a church together in Tulsa, Oklahoma, called Tulsa Life Church, and not to be confused with Life Church. We are a different church, but we love that name, so we went with that name before we really realized that there were so many Life churches out and about. But anyways, God has definitely given us our own um, name and our own signature, if you will. So we are excited about this season in life. However, let's get back to me. So, like I said, I am a mother of 5, and then I have, let's see, Kaya, Ava, Noah, and Jace, and then I have one on the way. So I will be grandmother, Gigi, to 5 grandchildren. So they are really just such a joy in my life. 3 of them live with their mom and dad in Chicago, and then I have one that is here. So he's very special to me as well. So yes, so living in Oklahoma, I'm from Chicago originally, born and raised, which I love Chicago so much, on the south side of Chicago, and but God really has given me a heart for Tulsa. He's given me a heart to want to help Tulsans and want to make a mark that He would give me, whatever that would be, whomever He would bring across my path. I desire for them to be touched by the love of God through me, right? So my gifts are singing. I'm a singer songwriter, and I also I speak. So I've spoken at many women's conferences as a guest speaker. So I love to help women. That is my secret sauce, if you will, because I've been through so many things. I've been a single mom of 4, divorced after 16 years of marriage, and um, and I've been happily married now for 13 years. So there is life after divorce for those of you who are having that challenge. And yeah, let me turn this air on. It is like the weather here in Tulsa, by the way, is like extremely wonky. Like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Literally, literally. Like it is, one day it could be 80 degrees, and the very next, like just a few hours later after it's 80, it could be 40. Like it is that way. So that's interesting here. But anyways, yes. So I have, like I said, been married for a long time if you put both of those together. Um And I'm the youngest of 13 total children. Now, when I say that to people, they're like, oh my gosh, you're 13, 12 brothers and sisters. No, well, I do. But my mother had 7 of those children. So I was the youngest of 7 there, which is great. But then my dad, before he married my mom, had 6 other children. So um, they some of them have gone on to glory, and there's several of us still here and doing very well. So, yes, is there anything else that I can share with you about me? So, my background is in sales and marketing. I think and breathe marketing. I love to think of ways to market. But the challenge for me, if I'm honest, has been I can market and do all of that for other people so much easier in the past. Let me get my confessions and my declarations right. So in the past, I have been real good about marketing for other companies and things like that. I would quickly often become one of the top salespeople everywhere I've gone. But then when it came to my things or what I'm doing, I felt challenged with that. Like, it's like I would get frozen. Like, what is going on? I don't know why that is, honestly. Um, maybe it has been a fear, some imposter syndrome, or not knowing if it'll work. And just sometimes I can think I am a visionary. I'm a visionary at heart, but then I'm also an empath, I think it's called, where I think of other people's feelings really before myself. And that has not served me very well, really and truly. It has not served me well. And I found myself just reeling and trying to find my way. I think that is partly the reason why I don't have many adult friends over the years. None that have stuck with me or anything like that. None to speak of, really, really. Throughout the years, different people have, kind of resonated or connected with me in different ways, whether, singing. Sometimes, truth be told, with me singing, um, sometimes I don't want friends from that. Honestly, if I can be honest, unless they are really, really good in their craft as well. Because if it is somebody just in the awe of, oh my gosh, she sings, and I never felt like the people who gravitated towards me, that because of my gift to sing, were really honest. I felt like they were um I don't know. I felt like they were kind of not fake, but maybe they didn't really know me. So how would they really like me? Like the real me? I don't know if I felt like they really liked me for who I was. So yeah, that's a long story, because I um I was the praise and worship leader for churches for a long time. And I'm not really sure where I stopped being able to um I think I maybe when I was young, I never really developed an ability to make good friends, and to be that good friends that I could actually count on them being there for me. So yeah, I even through grammar school and things like that, I would make friends with people, but I was just never blessed with someone, or like that I could count on to this day at the age of 53 and say that we've been friends since we were little. I don't have not one of those. And I wasn't blessed with that. And I'm not sure why that is, truth be told. But I've desired friendship for a long time. Here lately, more than ever. Like, my sir, get over. Um, my husband would tell you that I have, over here recently, just been really almost to the point of tears, asking God, and telling him, also sharing with him, who has become my best friend in many ways, that I want friends. I desire community. And that's what I realized it is community. So here as of late, I figured, I may as well start my own community, because trying to wait to be accepted into someone's community, especially now that I am um, a co-pastor. Sometimes, like, there's these ladies that I am in the sauna with almost every day, and I'm not the one to beat people over the head and tell them that they, are going to hell and things. I let God lead me how I'm going to share with them and let my life shine, right? So, but these ladies, they are may or may not be born again, and but their words may not line up with something that someone would say is a Christian. But I definitely make sure that I don't try to put them down or say, "Ugh, I'm a Christian, I can't talk to you," kind of thing. I don't do that, because I just feel like one of these days I'll be able to um, talk to them, and or they'll see my advertisement somewhere, and it'll be a true ministry to them of, like, real Jesus, because I feel like um, that's how Jesus would be here in this earth if it was this time. I think that, you know, you know, everybody has their opinion, but I feel like if Jesus was here in this season, he would be taking advantage of all the things that we have at our disposal. Like AI, he would probably be the best at that, and being able to um, use all of the resources that we have in this day and age to be able to reach people, because that would be his most important um, thing to do, is he'd want to reach people. So however we have at our disposal to do that, I think that he would be taking advantage of it. So that's a long story. I don't even know why I mentioned that. It's because recently I was talking to someone, um, because I don't feel like, I think Jesus was very smart and very creative in how he reached people, and all the religious and the, stuck up, the, I'm better than you thing. I don't think that was his goal, and it's not my goal. Long story short. So these ladies that I talk to every day in the sauna, I'm looking for the day that they're gonna say, "Oh my gosh!" One of them, I have her number, but the other one, I just, I want to show the love of God, no, to all people, no matter who they are, right? So yeah, that's a long story. In a hoot. Um. So yes, back to who I am a little bit more. I am. Um. I love to sing. So you may see some of my videos on here of me singing, and I haven't recorded any new music in a long time. But when I tell you I am getting the itch, more than the itch, I feel called and I feel summoned, if you will, to bring new music from what God wants to share through me. I want to have a sound um, that I just allow God to write through me, to love through me, to heal through me, to use me for His will in this season. So that is my goal, and I'm working towards being able to do that. I am an insurance agent by day, so I do have that that I'm able to do as well. And like I said, I co-pastor a new church plant with my husband. We're going to celebrate 2 years this coming January, and which is very, very special, because we had planted a church um, some years ago, but we had to move to be with his parents for the time that they were still here. They had passed away since then, so it was even more important. I'm so glad that we did make that move to go and be with his family. But this time is very special. God is growing this church the way He does, and it is multicultural, which I'm blessed by. Of course, people are drawn to us because um, more of people that may look like us, but we welcome all people, and so we have a beautiful mix of people from all different races. that are part of our church, and we're blessed. That is such a blessing and a great testament to who God is and how He does what He does. Anywho, um, but yes, so having the brand new church plant, and I'm an insurance agent. I love to walk and work out as much as possible. The last few years, I haven't been so into weightlifting, which I just recently found out that that is most important. So you'll definitely be seeing things like that coming from my channel. I will be sharing more workout videos. I love to cook. So I will try and show some of the meals that I prepare and how I prepare them, because my husband is mostly strictly vegetarian. Um, and then, but sometimes in order for me to get the protein that I need at my age, I have to have like some meat, or it has been the best way for me to get the protein that I have. And by the way, public service announcement, what I do is what I do. It is what I choose, and but I'm open to your suggestions and open to what you think. But it may not fit with what I'm doing. So sometimes it is just things that I choose for my life, and so it's not always open for commentary. Anyways, but I'm sure you'll give it to me anyways, and I'm open to that. Now, so yeah, and you will get uh, uh, a good portion of what um, I talk about will be about menopause, because I'm right now in perimenopause, and hopefully is mostly women listening to this. But I am transitioning from a period, and thank goodness, because I don't need any babies anymore. I don't need that, so I'm grateful that that is not part of my life at this time. That part I'm grateful for. And but with that comes a lot of other things that have been challenging for me, which, like my hormones, trying to get them balanced. It's a lot of prayer and a lot of seeking God for direction on what to do for that's best for my body, um, because of some of the pain that I've experienced in my joints and my back and neck and things like that. I've had to seek God about that, on what supplements to take and things, because I've gone to the doctor. I mean, when I tell you I've been to the doctor so many times, emergency rooms, like when we were in um, living in Alabama, I went to the emergency room every couple months. I mean, it was so much pain that I was experiencing. And here, as of late, I hate to say that I've gotten used to it, but I don't want to get used to it. I think it's gotten a lot better. But some days it's really challenging. So we'll talk about what I do. I do cold therapy. I have a cold pod in my garage, and I'll share that with you one day as well. And I also go to the sauna as often as possible throughout the week, and that seems to really help. But some of my supplements I'll share with you too, and make certain videos about that. So again, if you're gonna follow me, please subscribe and come with me on this journey. And I would love to have you there as well. And yeah, great things are coming. Like I said, you're gonna get from me about family, about church and ministry, family, ministry, food, um, fitness, and a whole lot of friendship. So I would love to have a community of other women that are looking for friendship as well. So I do have some great resources for you, and I cannot wait to share them with you. And one thing that I do know is that we're better together. We're better together, and when we stick together, and when we have our strengths, this person has strengths and this person has weaknesses, then they share their weaknesses with me, I share my strengths with them, and then they share their strengths with me, and I share my weaknesses with them. And I'm hoping that that will be you too. So yeah, you are welcome to come and join me on this journey, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Have a great day.